Do you ever just stop and think about the friendships you had when you were a kid? That feeling of a connection that was just easy, uncomplicated. Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're going to explore what made those bonds so special and how everything's changed.
And this quote, man, it just hits you right in the feels, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that sense that something really pure, something essential from our past, is just a lot harder to find now that we're older. This idea, it's pretty much the heart of our whole conversation today. So let's get into it. What exactly was it about those early friendships? What was the secret sauce that made them feel so incredibly different from the relationships we have to navigate as adults? I mean, just think about it for a second. The stakes were so simple. You could get into a huge fight over who got the last part of a shared lunch. But by that evening, you'd be at their house saying sorry just to make things okay again, even if you weren't really the one who was wrong. There was no ego, right? No one was keeping score. And you definitely weren't comparing your life to theirs. It was just a pure, totally unfiltered connection straight from the heart. And this slide, wow, it really just lays it all out, doesn't it? We've gone from that genuine, heartfelt, in-person thing to a world where so many of our friends are primarily online. They're in our social feeds, they're in our chat lists, but that deep, intuitive bond, it just feels like it's missing sometimes. Which of course brings us to right now, to the modern era. The world we live in today has added this whole new layer of complexity to something that used to feel so simple, so natural. I mean, just look at this list of challenges. We overthink making a simple phone call, right? Wondering if we're interrupting them. We literally try to figure out someone's mood based on their last seen status. Relationships can start to feel almost like a transaction, measured by how convenient they are. We even talk about maintaining friendships, like there's some sort of social media account we have to keep active. And if you reply a little late, suddenly you've got an attitude. All that spontaneity we had as kids has been replaced by this weird set of unwritten digital rules. And all of this really boils down to one big, kind of heavy question that the source material asks. What actually happened? Is this all just a normal part of growing up? Or have we really fundamentally just grown apart from each other?
So the thing is, there's no simple answer. It's kind of both. Of course we grew up. Our lives got way busier, way more complicated. But in that whole process, we also grew apart. We let distance and all the demands of being an adult change the very way we connect with people. But here's where the whole story takes a really hopeful turn. The argument is that just because these friendships aren't as loud or as active as they used to be, it doesn't mean they're gone for good. And this line, it just says it all, Those really strong bonds we made as kids, they're incredibly tough. They haven't been deleted, they're just dormant. They're waiting quietly in the background of our chaotic lives. The connection is still there, just hiding under all that silence. Okay, so if the friendship is just hiding, how do we find it again? How do we get past all the digital noise and the seened notifications? Well, the advice offered is actually surprisingly simple. The advice is this beautifully direct 3-step plan. First, let an old friend pop into your head. Next, and this is the important part, resist that urge to just fire off a quick text message or send a meme. The real magic happens in step 3. Meet them. Just once. It's all about breaking that digital cycle to create a real moment, something you'll both actually remember.
And in the end, it all comes down to this. That little blue check mark on a screen, that little word, seen, it can never, ever compare to the real warmth of seeing a friend smile right in front of you. So, I guess I'll just leave you with this thought. Who are you gonna call?